Hi everybody, this is David, and we have some massive breaking news that I want to talk about today concerning Final Fantasy. Two of the best Final Fantasy titles, actually, Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy Tactics. Probably, as far as I'm concerned at least, the two best Final Fantasy games on the PlayStation 1. We have had remakes of Final Fantasy VII that are still in the works. 8 was skipped because, it sucks. 9 is finally getting its remaster, and it's not just going to be a simple remaster either, it's going to be something else. And we also have Tactics. If you recall, I came to y'all years ago about that Nvidia leak where we were told that there's going to be all sorts of different games being released, and every single one in that leak has now been released except for really two, and that was the Final Fantasy IX remake and the Final Fantasy Tactics remake. But you know what? Here they are! We all know that this month is going to be a busy month. We have Steam Next Fest, we have all sorts of other game companies coming out, putting out their announcements. Square is releasing Final Fantasy 16, but I don't think that they want anything to overshadow Final Fantasy 16. So I'm thinking that they're holding off on really making the official announcement for these two games until after the hype for Final Fantasy 16 dies down. And once that kind of wanes, then they're going to say, hey, guess what, everyone? Let's get hyped. We got 9 and Tactics coming down the pike. So let's look at this article right here. The Final Fantasy the Final Fantasy IX remake will have a traditional gameplay, it will not be action combat, and it will not be a simple remaster either. It says that it will not be an action role-playing game like the latest entries in the series, but will feature more traditional gameplay according to some new rumors. And this comes from I Am a Hero 2, which is the same person who released those rumors in regards to Persona, which also came true. He has a massive, great track record behind him. Also, whenever I came to y'all with the news last week and I was talking about this remake and I said that it would be a PS5 exclusive and not on the Switch, he was the same source for those rumors too. He says it's going to feature an evolution of the active time battle system that was featured in the original. And it also will not be on the same level as that Final Fantasy VII remake, which to me is a good thing. I do not want to have to wait for, years for Disc 1 Final Fantasy IX remake, and then the next year, Disc 2 Final Fantasy IX remake. No. You know what I want? I want all of Final Fantasy IX remade in one game, released physically, that I can just put the disc into the system and play, and not have to worry about all the different parts of it. So this to me is great news. It even said, whenever talking to insiders about this remake, even Jeff Grubb recently stated that the game is real and coming, but Square Enix has yet to announce it. And again, we know why, because they don't want to overshadow Final Fantasy 16. So let's look at our Final Fantasy Tactics news, because we're not done. The writer and director of Final Fantasy Tactics himself, Yasumi Matsuno, has come out and he made a tweet. And you have to wonder, why would he make a tweet about this if it wasn't actually going to make the game? And he's basically saying, hey, if on the chance that we were going to remake Final Fantasy Tactics, I wonder, do you think that we should nerf Thunder God Cid? Why would he ask this question on Twitter if he wasn't going to remake the game? So we know, again, that this is part of that leak. There was an enhanced port. We also know that the precursor to Final Fantasy Tactics was Tactics Ogre, and that got an HD 2D release last year. So that was probably like testing the waters maybe, but you know what else? That Tactics Ogre remake was also part of that Nvidia leak. So yeah, it's all coming full circle here. So basically his tweet said, if we remaster it, what do you think about whether it's better to weaken Thunder God Cid, who was accused of destroying the balance? You just have to wonder, why would he tweet that? Why would he say that? Why would he even bring that up if he wasn't going to, remake the game? These two games are definitely coming. I just think that we're just going to have to wait maybe a month or so for 16 to hit, for that hype to die down, And then once there's kind of that, little ebb of the hype, they're going to say, let's get hyped! Here come Tactics! Here comes 9! We don't know when they're coming out, but we do know that they've been in production for quite a bit of time because that leak came out like 2 years ago. So here's hoping that we hear some news, some real, firm, concrete news about these games in the coming month. I, for one, am super stoked about this, super hyped about this. These are my favorite games of like my college years and everything, and I cannot wait. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments, and as always, have a good day.